Howdy, Bob Brown again. So, loose grip or tight grip? When to hold on, when not to hold on? That is the question. So, basically, in my opinion, if you're using a tight grip, if you're clamped onto someone, you feel as if you're going to control that match. You feel you're stronger than your opponent. You just clamp down on them, manipulate the match wherever you want it to go. And you feel you're strong enough to do it. Now, a loose grip can mean basically the opposite, or you're using it as an advantage because you know your opponent. For example, you got a guy and you know he hits sideways while top rolling. He's not a fire back top roll guy, he hits sideways. And you're someone who likes to hook. Well, you might take a looser grip on the back of his hand, so when he goes like this and just goes sideways, his hand will actually roll underneath your grip, and you clamp down on him because he just rolled right into your hand. So there's a reason to take a loose grip. I know a lot of hookers that will take a loose grip for that exact reason. They expect the top roller to literally top roll right inside their hand for them because they're going sideways as they top roll. Now, if you're a back pressure guy, here's the thing. So a hooker then is probably going to want to take a good tight grip to hold on to that person's back pressure. Meanwhile, the back pressure guy, if he doesn't feel he can get through the tight grip of that hooker, well, then he might relax his grip to get all the pressure onto the tips, the fingertips of the hooker, which then magnifies the pressure on the wrist. You get pressure here on the fingertips, it magnifies the pressure on the wrist and peels their wrist back. So that top roller might not be wanting to hold on. Of course, the problem is if you, let's say you're successful and you're able to open the guy's fingers up and you're coming back, well, at some point, you probably are going to want to clamp right back down on his hand and not slip apart and finish him there. Because the reality is if you need to get finger pressure to beat that guy, once you get into the straps, you might not be able to get that finger pressure because of how tight the straps are. Okay? So that's a critical line. I always tell people, if you need to open a guy's hand up, only open it up so far. Get to a certain point, clamp back on, and if you can't finish him there, you're gonna have a problem. You probably don't deserve to win. So that's the basic difference. You've got back pressure guys trying to get an advantage on a hooker guy, who then the hooker guy, he now needs to get his hand stronger to stop that from happening in the first place. Because if I get out on your hand and I can clamp on and finish you, well, then you don't have a choice. You're either going to have to start top rolling or you're going to have to get stronger fingers and hands. It's just the way it is. Or that top roll guy, if he goes out too far and slips, boom, you end up in the straps, and that hooker guy now doesn't need to have the super strong hand because the strap will help him keep together. So that's kind of my 2 cents on when to hold on and not when to hold on. Have a great day.